One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three.
Oh, do you?
Johnny! Maintenant, tu dois combien? Do this one first.
Yeah, he's just a Joseph. Jojo.
Whenever you action, what is it? So, do you have a hat? So look at this. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Anyway, there's not much that you need to do. Just, look, the mean is this one. Doesn't do much. So, see how much you do?
Disa të një ai këtë neshje thot e la mikrofonin thot. Apo vaj. Bufin e knet. I'll get buff knet na ball. Oh, Biggie. Unbelievable last time, bro. I got jibbed from that. Dirt cheap, bro. I needed 1.5. Oh my god. 12 legs, bro. So for 2.5 minutes, wow, what's behind this one? Playing with Bill here. Playing with Jerry. Wow, put in that one. Para Banis.
Are we live? Welcome to the Oxnet. George, welcome.
Ale, it's a pleasure to be in this picturesque venue for the Red Hot Saints facing the mighty Adelaide Hills Hawks. Exciting, lovely day to be here. Apologies to our followers for the slight technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But you know, the NBA things that happen.
George,
Yes, sir.
special day today for Daniel Pauly coming back home.
Well, as we all know, he's the the head of the players' union. He's in his element, so we expect there a beautiful ball. But look, honestly, in all honesty, Ali, it's a good time to be a football fan. It's a good time to be a Eastern United fan. It's a lovely day to be on a Saturday, the day before Mother's Day, and hopefully we can all present all the Adelaide mothers from our club a happy Mother's Day.
There we go. Well done, George.
Thank you, mate. What are your feels for today, Ale? Obviously, we're about 5 minutes in.
Yeah, so running slightly behind. However, expectations today always the same when you see another place, George. This year, a slip a few weeks ago against Adelaide Uni. Same expectations. Look, I expect the Hills to put Eastern a bit under pressure today, as it's always tough to come and play up here.
Expectations have grown, as they say. The more successful games we've had, naturally we expect more and more. But it's a natural for any team that wants to compete around the top to have high expectations. So
Yeah,
shouldn't be a
but
surprise.
We've seen though, like since feels that the grass pitch is not impacting as much as we perhaps might have thought before the game.
No, and I mean, look, just to sort of blow on a trumpet, a high quality team, high quality individuals that we do have, I guess.
Well, there's a corner kick for the Hills.
I know what's like I said, we've had one hiccup this season so far.
Yep.
Oh well.
Wow, great header. For the Hills.
Absolutely. So,
Hills can be very dangerous from set pieces, George.
olden days, back in black and white days, they always had a certain standard about. They're always a tough trip. So look, we expect nothing more than a high challenge from them. But it's it's part of the journey of we will perform against these teams, especially away.
So Daniel Pauly said played here for many years. Grew up, I think, just around the corner in Sterling, George. It's definitely like a game that means.
He still lives there.
Yeah, definitely a game that means a lot to him. So Pauly's been outstanding. He's not I expect anything different today. I expect the same level of commitment. Maybe that was a bit more intense. Bit overcommitted there. And refines familiar faces is Sidi Kreta, which played last year with the Hills. George, you don't see the thing for?
Well, I mean, look, we sort of involvement started in a previous tournament. Look, the kid is naturally, I think a lot of his game style maybe has been developed with that hard, honest, hard going, hard tackling, as we saw with, he's been close to some injuries that have come from maybe, that, I wouldn't say overcommitment because that sounds a bit like I'm devaluing it, but a certain sense of going hard for the 50-50. A big part of this group, to be honest, there is a nice mix of.
It seemed that he has evolved as a player as well, like perhaps fitting a lot more in the way that he wants to play. He's definitely a player that helps a lot as well in recovering. As a lot of times United plays very committed, and City is very fast, very strong, and he can get there quite fast.
I don't know, look, I'm a big fan naturally, and then obviously, if someone's consistently being picked, then obviously even the people who see these things with a lot more temperament than I do, they can make the same judgment on the same page, I think. So it's a good time, I think. Considering there's not many faraway trips in South Australian football. Most of the teams are in the metro area.
Yeah.
So when you come here, you go to Mount Barker, you go to Port Pirie. That's where sort of that effect is shown. And if you're willing to, if you are, want to see yourself around the top, then you got to sort of come up here and perform, and you got to sort of ride the. It's a beautiful grass pitch, but there is obviously a slight, some imperfections. Let's say. It's a test. There's a team that plays here every second week compared to, if you come here once or twice a year, it's certainly a challenge. But again, these are them, and I think we'll see. And obviously, it's early in the game, but I think the boys will be up for it. So,
George, now just quickly, just out of the context of the game. One point I wanted to mention is the fact that it feels like being finding like the Adelaide Hills Oaks towards a crossroad in the regional football history, with the emergence of the Mont Barker's new facility. Now it feels that the Oaks are facing an uncertain future. Perhaps they've been for decades the venue to be really the heartbeat and a local pride football-wise. What do you think will happen in the next future?
Well, look, I mean, without knowing the finer details, because obviously you sort of want to be in the community to know those things, but truth be told, I played against the Hawks my first game in 2003. I remember coming up here, and where this facility was fairly new. So we're talking juniors, talking under 12s. So in that sense, this is something that's a very established thing. Now, naturally, a growth area like Mount Barker is, requires more clubs and stuff, but I think there is an ingrained group, whether it's juniors or whether it's past players, that will have, their own kids and their own, but I think, it's a settled club, but it doesn't help, I think, when if you're stuck sort of in the table in State League 2, apologies, then it, sort of, so you're competing for, Hawks are that is around, State League 1, usually, and they sort of journey, but if you get stuck in the wilderness too long, sometimes that might change it. But again,
Committed to. What the fuck are you doing though? There you go. You live here? No, bro. This is a surprise. You will? You got tired? Do we pay you to sit down?
are we live? Yes.
Is the coach is here? We're not live.
Bro, I'll keep telling him, bro. After watching him play 2 weeks ago, bro, I'm convinced, bro, that he doesn't do video analysis.
Does not apply on him. You must say the shit and do. This one, this one. I'm the only legal one, mate. Vai crescendo, che cazzo vuol dire?
Ciao Gabriele, vuoi se hai una storia?
Oh, yeah. Mark, what happened?
Hala, we
Why would you do that? Somebody pushed a ball in your foot. Banner, yes. No. So, do we need to press maybe? 105 of free space on the SD card. Start recording. Because it's not live, it's on the card, huh?
if somebody told you.
Oh, live music?
Evo, bufa de knec. Quindi ho bufa de knec.
Carolina,
Ho kneta.
dimmi tutto.
Finish it, bro. Do me a
Sì,
favor.
sì, dimmi tutto.
Yes, yes, Imperatore. Ah, Kickoff. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Oh, Mark.
Ok.
Ah, Mark, che fai te?
Io sono nella Adelaide Hills, però non so che sia là in zona. Quanti sacchi servono?
Ciccio, international. How are you, King? Good one, King. Good. Check it one, King. That's good. Hey, what do you want? Bro, your brother's almost quite sure, bro. Gabby doesn't care. Gabby's married to the game, bro. Oh, Gabby.
You are live, don't talk shit, sir.
Best number 28 up
One, two, three.
Gabby, come here 1 second. Oh. Robert.
1-0, that is Batai.
Oh, wow, the Emperor. The Emperor
back live,
marked his
George.
territory. Well, welcome back to our fans. Apologies for the technical disruptions we've been having. But it's a good time to join us as the Emperor has bagged another one. Ala, what a time he's having, mate, huh?
Oh yeah, 16 goals I think now.
Wow, this is breaking your records, Ale, at this rate, mate.
Probably is. Yellow card and a goal. That's not a bad start of the first half, George. Go on. Literally breaking the deadlock with that one, George.
It's good timing because we just got back live, so hopefully our loyal fans caught that as well. So about 35 minutes in, mate. 1-0 up. Not a bad start.
Yeah.
So
For the technical team, it was a bad start of the day.
As I said before, it's first away journey up here in the hills. It's got its difficulties, so we'll blame the infrastructure.
But yeah, for Risa United, a good start so far. Been playing
the camera team has been a bit poor today, actually. Some of them have down tools today, so the disappointment is palpable, Ale. Oh, there we go. It's a bit of the temperature's gone up a bit in the game, Ale.
It has, George. Thank you for this Pacific Pale Ale.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
We're just remaining professional here, Ale, as always.
Always.
But we are getting the sun though, so I think we deserve a little bit of cooling off and in that aspect. But
so you mentioned 36 minutes in, yeah.
how's your so you're about 3 weeks into your season, Ale? How's that going?
Pretty rocky, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Has it been a
mix of results, mostly negative.
well, I mean, there's the challenges.
We are having fun at the very least.
Now, I heard
Playing with some good old friends.
I heard on the grapevine, Ale, that a certain former coach of yours, a potential family member, is an active player, is obviously a first-team player over there, the Adelaide Eagles.
Yep.
And I have it on good authority. Again, I want your confirmation that he is not as judgmental of his game as he would be of other people. Is that true?
He doesn't like to perform video analysis on himself.
Oh, okay. All right. That's.
He likes to tell everyone else what to do and how to do it, but.
Well, I think. Look, I mean, enough said. I just wanted confirmation there.
But we got another team member that doesn't like video analysis. He plays on the left back.
Oh, I mean, look, no, as you know, it's very hard for me to be speechless, but I will put it on the record. I am speechless. Wouldn't expect anything less from that particular individual, Ale, but that's okay.
Meanwhile, back live, Franz Pietri prevents a dangerous attack. Corner kick again for the Hills.
Ale is the third member of the Marca, the Brotherhood. Has he been playing this year? Has he been performing, or the great man?
He's actually scored a beautiful goal, George, and has been missing on action since then.
Well, look, I always say I think Paolo is usually
faking some injuries.
Paolo is usually, you know, he's always best in small doses, goes in, does what he needs to do, and then, you know, he remains memorable as always, which is very important to us, you know. But look, shout out, great player, great man.
Bravo, Paolo.
Has been getting it done as usual, so it's important.
It's a quick change. Nathan Elliott out, feels. Rough Rosina recovers the ball. Franz Peter for Diego Ramos.
Ale, we are, I just hope our dear listeners appreciate the struggle we go through. This sun is, I'm not designed to be out in the sun, to be honest, mate. So
It's a serious challenge to our performance today. I'm sure our viewers won't mind a bit of silence, George, and enjoy their game without our comments.
look, from as far as I'm concerned, I've had a few people tell me to shut my mouth a few times today, mate. So, so I don't know what to
Name
do.
them. Name them.
We'll see. They'll get their just desserts, mate. But no, there was a concern that the goal may have not been seen. We'll try our best to during the halftime break to make sure it's replayed. We did have some technical difficulties early on, and we apologise for that. But
I think the goal
part of the
was
journey.
live.
Part of the journey.
Anyway, George, you can describe the goal if you want for our viewers.
Well, I mean, look, it's become a bit of a cliche that when Dennis the Emperor Barte is in front of goals, there's really only one foregone conclusion, Alice. So I think people can paint their own image in their heads. So. Alice, just quite what a wonderful day. Seriously, what a gorgeous day, man.
It is, George.
Oh, what a word. The Adelaide Hills is famous for its wineries, Alice. So
We're stopping somewhere else now?
well, I mean, we might even clock off early, depending on the result.
Depending on the result.
Depending on the result, and if the coach will let us. So.
If the coach joins us. Nico Mattia down the wing.
It's look, Nico's had a few issues with injuries for the last few weeks, so it's good to see him starting today. Look, yeah, obviously, that's always good, and he's a bit rusty.
It feels we are back with our usual lineup, George. And I mean, you see the difference when a few players are missing. Today, tough challenge, but I think we embraced the game pretty well.
Yeah, look, it's expected and everything, but the result is what it is. But overall, it just seems like the cream is rising to the top. I mean, again, maybe a bit early to go on, but that's what I'm saying. But it's good to see the boys healthy and a pretty full and healthy squad and doing what they do best, which is perform, and that's very important for us and for the big crowd that has come from Adelaide way. So we've got a bit of a following coming up here. Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
That's really good to see.
Our fan base is always behind us, George. Now, I just want to mention a few names. Clearly, we mentioned Dennis Bartz. We're not talking anymore about him. We had enough of the guy.
The Emperor.
Emperor, yeah. But he's definitely been a predator in the box. We have Anthony Pana, that is, believe it, is the second goal scorer with 5 goals already.
No.
So he's having a fantastic season as well. He's been out for a few games, so he played, I think, fewer games than the rest of the team.
Well, look, I mean, Pana's been here a couple of years now, and obviously an important player, a real part of that three-pronged attack we have in the way we sort of integrate into the game. Look, previous years, I left 5 goals, 5-6 games in would have made you a top goal scorer in this team, and that's not trying to sort of shy away from anything, but still the reality how difficult it is to have regular goal scorers.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what wins you games. Let's be honest. So it's a great thing. And look, I think he's embraced his role and he's interchangeable, and his commitment to the team and the way.
Yeah, his commitment is absolutely outstanding, and what he gives on the pitch is one of those players you love to see, because he always
different dimension and is a real, hunter of the ball, and then obviously,
he's got quality as well.
When he's finishing the chances, then it's just a real sort of cherry on top of the sundae. So
another player, George, Diego Garcia, midfield maestro.
Look, I mean,
a great addition this year.
It's been fantastic, and we've sang his praises. And if our listeners remember in the Vipers Cup game, the team they came for, the adoration and the high esteem he was spoken of, it's testament, because he's come here, fit in like a nice glove, and just completely done the job. And it's just the flair and the commitment and the absolute, the sort of positivity he plays with, and so that new dimension again. It's about making us a much more mysterious team in a sense, or something more special than we've been in the past. So great man, great addition.
And now another player to watch for today's game, George probably won't be aware of this, but Gabriel Bowering is a young striker for the Oaks. He scored already 5 goals, and he's definitely someone that's proving some people, right in the selection, being there his coaches. 5 goals for a team that scored, I think, 10 11. It represents 50%.
Yeah, and let's be honest, that's in any language, that's ridiculous return.
I think it's number 88, I believe. So when I was driving up here, I was very curious to see who this guy is, because if you score 10 goals as a team and 5 they come from
a young man or a young individual. Well, speaking of it, we just saw him on the ball there, so. Look, it's always good, and naturally, look, we have our colours on, and we're here for. Not that we're biased, but obviously we're looking at one aspect of the team. We're more knowledge of one team, but they were football fans, and whenever we see young men and young individuals performing at an exceptional level, and they deserve all the praise they get. I think that's really important, and then potentially. Who knows? The future is someone you can,
We never know. maybe another Daniel Spalding move.
That's the one, exactly. But
Meanwhile, free kick for the Hills. Looks very much like a corner kick. Ball in, dangerous ball again.
Whoa. That's him, isn't it?
And I think it was him on the ball. Diving header. George really struggling here under the sun. 45 minutes in. Not long to go, George.
Let's be honest. Those who know me, they know that I wasn't built for direct sunlight. Or more succinctly, I didn't make myself. I didn't adapt to it. Cue the comments.
Wearing black.
Cue the comments.
George.
Tutto black is the saying.
Diego Ramos combining with Garcia. Daniel Poli rising high. The Hills recover the possession for a moment. Callum Pentadozzi on the ball. Franz Pietri opening wide for Anthony Pana. He goes 1v1, beats his man, comebacks. Ball gets intercepted.
So 1-0 down here at Hawks Nest.
We've been used to coming up here, George, around 7 p.m. and playing against the Hills.
And usually, honestly, tends to be colder time of the year as well. It's a real test and a real.
That would have been the right environment for you.
Well, today possibly, but then I would have to stay up here. I couldn't have gone back to Adelaide.
Maybe after the winery, we'll do a little wine tour later. You can come back here, George. goes well. It's beer. Vale, vale.
That's half time, Ale. We'll take a little break and we'll be back in about 15 minutes.
check se YouTube va. We're back, underway. Diego Garcia, Polly. Good ball in. Another great ball in behind. Gets cleared by Franz Pietri. Adelaide Hills threatening East United. Daniel Polly combining with CD. Free kick for the Hills. Coming good. Hills that are always a threat on set pieces. Ball in. Diego Ramos offside. Welcome back, Mark. Rough Resina for CD. Gets put down, free kick. Long ball for Diego Ramos. Gets cleared by the Hills defender. Daniel Polly. Frizina. Ball gets cleared again.
How was your half-time break, my friend? Did you enjoy it?
Refreshing, George. Much needed.
It was good to see.
Sun is coming down now.
It's beautiful. I mean, look.
Less aggressive than before.
Less aggressive, definitely. Feel more refreshed, more relaxed, and I feel the boys looked a little more relaxed coming out. So good to mingle with a few of the travelling supporter base.
How are they doing?
Look, a few too many criticisms for my liking, are there?
What was the topic of the day, George?
No, just my failures usually, mate. So I still think there isn't many, but yeah, each of their own. Oh, the Emperor with the ball in.
Ball doesn't get to the destination. The Hills on the counter now. Saville.
Ah, look at that. Well done.
Pana, beautiful work.
Anthony Pana there.
Pietri for Piantadosi.
Is there any changes at half time that you saw? Any updates on your?
Not that I've noticed, George. Not I've noticed. Long ball for Nico Mattia. Andrew Mayo pressing very high on the pitch.
Oh my word!
Free kick.
Yeah, look at that, mate. Doesn't complain too much on me. He realises, walks back. Great work there, mate. Great work, mate. As a fan favourite, a fan of the box.
Mayo a bit upset.
Well, look, we have known that Mayo does the lights sometimes just go off, and he once finds himself around the box and ready to shoot. So
yeah,
it might have been one of those moments. But
meanwhile, Daniel Poli.
Look at that.
Beautiful play.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Another great ball. Diego Ramos.
Yes,
great
Emperor.
ball in. Dennis Basay.
Yeah.
And he finishes
There it is.
again.
Oh,
He's
the
play
Emperor
on, the
again.
referee says.
Oh my word, beautiful goal. Wonderful goal. There he goes, there's the Emperor. Another place where he stamped his flag out. What a man, what a great ball there. His work was obviously started here by Paulie, and it was just a beautiful intricate plays there, and then just a great through ball by Ramos there. Fantastic work, lads.
Great
Beautiful.
goal. Great team goal.
It's fantastic.
Unstoppable.
What a pass by Paulie. What a pass by Paulie.
It's one of our fans there making his thoughts clear. Thank you for your input, sir.
I do agree, George. Daniel Poli started that play.
Oh, it's fantastic. He won the ball and the beautiful little touch play there, and it was honestly it's real good. But I mean, that's when you're in sync as a team,
Yeah.
and I mean that finish.
George, there is always that feeling that when you change gear, it's very hard for the opponent to.
Absolutely. 2-0, and it's
And so far, a very professional performance by Easter United. Great ball, Franz Pietri for Anthony Pana. Ramos again, keeping the ball. Beautiful ball in.
oh,
Holy, the keeper comes out.
yes.
Great clearance.
Great work, great ball, fantastic ball to begin with. Bit of a duck there by young Mattia there. I don't know, wasn't fully committed there, was he?
Was a bit.
No, it was great clearance by the keeper there. Marked his area. That was great ball as well. So. It's 2-0 down here at the Hawks Nest. Easton with another professional performance. It's been wonderful. It's been great. Artie, what's your thoughts on the game, mate? You've been here for it. Any insights that you want to share with our fans, or?
I think it's a bit scrappy at the moment because I think our guys are used to playing on a synthetic pitch and they're not used to as much of the grass. Very good performance, good fighting.
Thank you, Artie. It's great to have your input, mate. Always a pleasure. It's a lovely ball there by Ramos. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just didn't read that a bit slow, but that's okay. Look, it has been a challenge for us here in the technical booth, Ale. Certainly, when we analyse this performance, they'll probably be more critical of us than the actual game, right?
Yeah, but we got a great hand next to us now in Ardit.
Look,
Our technician number 3.
Ludovico, as I've told to calling him, man, he's a great man as always. So. Hello, who are you guys? Are you playing tomorrow?
Playing tomorrow, George.
Yep. Who are you playing against?
Is it T3 Galley, maybe?
Oh, stalwarts. Hey guys, the Emperor's on in. Here's the Emperor. Oh, great ball to Ramos. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was a bit
overplayed there, honestly. It's good to see Diego Ramos is up and about again. He's finding himself in those little gaps and stuff.
The last straw. One of the last dances. The Hills have tried quite a few times, George, to attack on that left-hand side. That number, I believe, 8 or 9, quite a fast and skilled player.
Look, I feel, I mean, again, not to pump us up, but at the end of the day, our back line, the East is a very compact unit, very well sort of versed in playing with each other. It's not an easy thing to break down when you got France there at the back as a stalwart, plus the wingers, sorry, the fullbacks really know their position out. It's a difficult proposition, but nonetheless, like it's a case of them
we've
trying.
been quite solid. I don't think, besides probably the first couple of minutes, George, they had a good opportunity. Don't think that the team obviously has considered another chance or clear chance to the Hills. Beautiful play, meanwhile.
Bit of space out here, a bit of a panic. I mean, and in a sense, it's that same sort of thing where, you back France to clear, to win the ball 9.5 out of 10 times.
You will.
So in that sense, unless you're putting in a dangerous quick ball in an awkward ball, it's very difficult to perceive that. So I mean, they can try. Just again, I want to thank all of the travelling fans, Ale. It's actually good to be surrounded by some friends and some critics, but it's really good,
We send the criticism towards the other side of the pitch, George.
It's hard to criticise a winning team, Ale, so you try and criticise the imperfections parts, There's another
dangerous ball played by Franz Pieter, I think. Diego Ramos.
What do you call this? How do you call it? Is this his last dance? Is it? Is that what the?
I know.
What we're going by?
I always.
In this box, we're all about building narratives and trying to see if there's a video series in it or something. But
I think he's still got quite a few years in him, George. But I always
I live for the day where I can call your name out, my friends. So I feel that whatever skill I have behind the mic will be tested.
Tomorrow 3 p.m. T3 Galley.
Well, I'll just do it on my phone. I'll just go on Instagram Live and do it myself.
Instagram Live.
Ale Cam. Oh, that's nice, man.
Daniel Polly, piece of skill there.
Right.
Delaying the pass a bit too long there, George. Rafa Resina winning the ball back.
To the Emperor there. Look at him go. Oh, wow. Put it away, son.
That was out.
Father Time might be closer than we think, man. That was a beautiful play there. That deserved a bit more than that. I really
Great
did.
Play.
So, disappointing finish, but that deserves a bit more.
On the highlights of the week. Beautiful team play.
Look, if Adi shook his head any stronger than that, he's going to knock us out, man. The disappointment he had at that moment. So.
Then he's converting himself in a assist man now, playing out wide.
Well, I mean, look,
Ramos.
His task is finished, Ale. He is,
Daniel Polly time for glory.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful ball for Raf
Good ball for
Frazina.
Frazina.
Can Raf
Cut
cut
it
it
back.
back?
Ah.
Nico Mattia!
Yes!
Mattia!
There is Biggie with a bang of a goal there. Fantastic by the good man. Been a while since we've seen that from him. Fantastic to see. And he actually shot, which is incredible. It's incredible.
I've got to say,
Come on.
he specifically loved that goals there because probably I've seen him score like a couple of times up here,
Oh,
George.
fantastic. That's good to see. Now the journey back home will be a bit more pleasant. So, but
Nico
that's
Mattia
great.
on the score sheet.
Fantastic.
3-0.
3-0. Great goal, Easton. Technologia.
Well, Seb Marashi is in, I think.
Oh, the great man.
Look him out. Did we miss something? Oh, Sidi. Sidi came out, Seb Marashi in. Ramos for Poli.
Look, he has been fantastic today, Paulie. He's really,
Yep.
honestly, no nerves about coming down. He has been up here. Sorry, he's just been really, really solid. You know, we're accustomed to a certain standard from him and Raf and a few other players, but obviously, you know, it doesn't mean that it makes it any easier for him to belong to us, does it?
Alright. Garcia.
Oh, look at that, the Emperor. The Emperor, the Biggie.
Albanian airline combining there, George. Daniel Poli. Franz Pietri. Andrew Mayo.
Oh, look at that.
Andrew Mayo.
It's Mayo with the showman.
Frazina, Ramos, Mayo. Ramos again. Andrew Mayo, slight tackle there.
Garcia. He's got dispossessed there.
Well done, Michael.
That was a great tackle by Michael there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Hills. Referee says play on, no corner kick.
A fantastic game. And there's
Meanwhile, George.
some of the great travelling fans. Oh, the individual in the middle there is the great man Claudio.
Yep.
Fantastic left back. A former youth staff for Dinamo Tirana. The former team of the Interior Ministry of the Albanian Communist Party. So it says a lot about him. Nonetheless, he's a great man. He's studying the form for tonight, or what's going on there?
He's getting ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
He's analysing with his teammate Christy.
Oh, is that
formation-
Mr. Vangeli, is it?
Mr. Vangeli there.
Well, I mean,
an unlike duo.
I don't know who should be more grateful there for that relationship.
Probably Vangeli,
Yeah,
given
I-
Claudio's rich history of football.
Yes, absolutely. shout out to the boys. Thank you for coming down here, boys. So up here, sorry. I was going to say, did he have any tips for us there, Ale, or should we just leave that and not play with that situation at all?
Well, I think we'll leave that, George, for another time.
Gamble responsibly. Oh.
Ooh, that was a committed tackle. Free kick for Eastern. Want to thank our cameraman once again. It was a weak performance by us in the first half, George, as a technical team, but second half much better with the newest addition. Helping us to zoom in, zoom out.
Look, I've had countless experiences with the great man, Mr. Ebro, so I expect nothing more perfection from a perfectionist as he is. He's really steadied the ship for us. And we're grateful as our loyal viewers and listeners.
I want to play the elite levels of Albanian football.
Well, I mean, different to present company. He played for the free side, so you know we. Alice, seriously though, because it's something I love to hark back on is being as you've just sort of removed yourself from this level. Is that, and again, perfect surroundings, lovely place to be playing. Is there still that hunger that I wish you were out there sort of thing? And obviously when the team's going well as well, there's obviously that added, imposition. Or is that really, the longer you sort of go on this year?
Look, I think Eastern United for me is embodied in my spirit anyway, so I still feel part of the team, even coming in as a supporter. So as long as they do well, of course, you enjoy playing, and but this is probably hard to see, especially with my level of fitness at the moment, George. Where could I fit in? But it's truly enjoyable, just to be part of, the movement, Eastern United.
It's and also as someone who, I'm not here every week and I'm not as involved as I would love to be. I wish I had, maybe a bit more commitment on the matter. But it's a nice environment to be around normally. But it's added when there's such beautiful football being played. It's not just the winning, but it's more the fact that dominant, the vibe of the boys and
of course. But I mean, George, with us always being around the club, in good and bad weather, we're always quite involved and quite intense with this United, future. So we always live. We always leave this club with intensity, regardless of the moment. Of course, when you win, it helps a lot, and perhaps this feels the year where, George, we can really get some satisfactions.
No, and like I said, it's nice in one sense when you get those plaudits from outside. Oh, is that a pen?
It's a pen.
That's surely poorly.
There was a bit of a delay there, George, but. There was definitely some sort of contact, but felt that the player. Polly! There's some calls for Polly to get on a penalty spot. Mayo, get Polly.
Is that the Emperor? Come on, he's got enough goals, mate.
The Messi of the Hills. Dennis Botte for the hat-trick.
Oh, for the hat-trick,
I think what will be 18,
I don't know, but I hope he's not getting paid by the goal, mate, because we're gonna have real issues. We're gonna have more because it feels like more production.
He's got a free pizza tonight.
The Emperor.
Oh, he got saved.
Oh wow!
Great save.
Fantastic save.
Unusual from Dennis too.
Look, it wasn't the best, but it was a great save by the keeper there. No, absolutely great effort.
Yeah, so we missed the replay now, unfortunately, but yeah, great save by the keeper. Meanwhile, play on for the Hills. Great ball in. Oh, great touch by Piantadosi to defuse the situation. The Hills again around the edge of the box. The ball dies wide. Meanwhile, yellow card for Andrew Mayo.
I'm still a bit shocked by that penalty, Ale. Actually, it's a bit disappointing. I mean, look, it doesn't have a big impact on the game, but it expected a bit more from Dennis there, from the Emperor.
Yeah. But again, probably credit to the keeper for
Oh no, fantastic! All
doing
credit-
a great
all
job
credit
as well.
deserved,
So.
but- Oh look, is the great man Sokol making an appearance? Oh wow!
And Ben Saliba, I think, coming on as
Oh,
well.
fantastic! So we've got Ramos out and Callum as well as a keeper. So trying to appease Sok there. Is there any particular reason? Has there been any rumours about, a transfer of some sort like that?
Some
or?
secret move.
No, I'm not because.
Is any voice? Maybe Frank can help us with that.
Frank, have you got any input? Is Sok looking for greener pastures or something? Or is that why he's being appeased? Or no?
He's been complaining for game time during the week.
He's been going overweight on the bench.
He wouldn't. I don't know, it would be interesting dynamics here. You come in as a reserve goalkeeper, and in a 3-0 game where really hasn't been threatened much, you wouldn't want to concede, would you?
Well, I think it happened last week. Soko won't be happy about those comments, but
Sorry. Come on,
but
Marky.
I
You
think
got to
he
do
learned
better.
the lesson. He cleared this one. He didn't try to step over the ball, and
May.
man needs to be careful. He's already in a yellow card.
Oh,
Shot on the ball.
Oh, Jesus.
Ben Saliba. Garcia. Great job by Raf Rosina coming out of the ball. Once again. Daniel Poli still driving. Free kick for the Hills. Now, George, we definitely get to enjoy more of this weather now.
Oh, it's fantastic, Ale. So where are we going tonight, Ale? We got any plans or are we just going back home, mate?
Oh, just heading back home. Maybe tasting Australia was in plan. Oh, look at Soko.
You got to
What
impress. You got to.
Andrew Mayo. Good clearance. Captain there was singing for a long range shot. Corner kick. Captain there was singing for a long range shot. Corner kick. Tell the cameraman is supposed to be the camera around. I think it was before. That is now. Captain there was singing for a long range shot. Corner kick. Throwing for AC United. Yes, yeah.
It's just a
Ben
really,
Saliba.
really
Fernando
enjoyable
Mayo.
surroundings today, Ale. It's lovely, just a picturesque
Yeah.
scenes here today. It's really, really pleasant to be here, to be honest. I've got a poem coming out of the way we're going, man.
FC on the ball. He loses for Saville. Hit ball through. France Pietri. Great challenge by France. Minutes to go, George.
30 or 13?
13, 1-3, my friend. Sorry,
man. I'm sort of a bit.
My accent.
Oh no, it's perfect, mate. It's my lack of attention at the moment. I'm a bit dazed by this weather. I'm in my element here, man.
Probably sponsored by Rolex.
I did hear Ale referring to the games. I hear that there's been another fast rising player, most improved. Has gone from season. Is looking around the bench phase. Now, obviously, he's the cousin of the Emperor, the great man.
Tells you something.
Tells you something. I'm sure he has to rub off a bit.
Must be a good player. Must be a good player.
Well, I mean, look, the judgments. That's for others to judge. I'm just hearing the rumours.
He should run in the blood, George.
Yeah, well,
we'll see tomorrow. I think be challenging our dear left back for a starting position.
Man, that position has about 15 suitors. I don't know. How are they going to work it out? They're throwing coins in the air, or what's going on there?
I think who's closest to, who's the most influential towards the coach, I think we'll get that seat.
So basically there's no movement there. It's just it's like a bait, huh? They just like a red rag to
I think Claudia secured the spot for the next 3 seasons. There we go.
Yeah.
It's him.
It's a good perm there as well. Wow, just a fantastic.
Daniel Poli been playing those beautiful balls all day long. Dennis untouchable at the moment. Nico Mattia, rough Resina, skimming through. Dennis again. Lovely ball.
Ale, have you heard the famous quote about Alexander the Great? Once he'd conquered Persia and he looked over the hills and a tear crossed his eyes. And you know why that was?
No.
Because there was no more world to conquer. That's what it must feel like for Dennis. Even without penalties, what's the point of?
Yeah, that George is. Yeah, well, I understand that, but had a few chats with him past few weeks, and always said, like he's clearly a great player, but at the end of the day, what goes down the books, the records, is the fact that when you score, your name goes down the score sheet and it remains as a stat. And that's what other people looks at. That reminds me a bit of I think it was Zlatan Ibrahimovic with Mino Raiola when Zlatan, I think, was still at Ajax, and he had been signed by Raiola, and he was looking for a bigger club basically to sign him, and Raiola joined him at the hotel, and he went there like with a piece of paper, like with some names like David Trezeguet, Del Piero, Inzaghi, Shevchenko, and he had like boom 20 goals, 15 goals, were players that were impactful, not only just good players like on the ball, but were actually delivering a result. And I remember, like on a biography says that he told me that if you want to have a chance, that's what I need to see. I need to see numbers on paper, actually, not that like you're skilled, but you don't get there.
Mayweather. Look, I mean, much is said about that. Ultimately, look there. Look at him again. Look at the Emperor, provider. That
great
deserved
opportunity.
more. That deserved a lot more by Saliba there.
But yeah, so that's the point, George. That regardless of what Dennis' next move, need to be impactful and
look,
put them
he
back
hasn't
on
been.
that.
He's scored them everywhere. So it's not a case of like he's scoring them against teams that may be considered a little bit not as competitive or whatever. He scores them here, scores them there, scores them home, scores them away. Leg, head, shoulder, left foot, right foot. Just penalties, but unlucky today.
Yeah,
But this is what the sport's about.
and look, there is some now to spice up a bit the situation. There's some rumors that Central Coast Mariners and some perhaps moves overseas might be of happening in the near future, George.
Carlo, with the sun has been hitting us a bit too much.
A bit too much.
I think
A bit
so.
too much.
That's the main round. Young
Well,
said
there's
I think look a
yellow
bit
card there.
rash challenge. I think to be fair, but
Bit of an experience there. He's definitely though a player that higher level than State League 2, George.
yeah, look, I mean, there's no doubt about that. Let's be honest, it's not a case of.
Drago, Nikita, this go. Something on fire. Well. Okay, should be good, bro. Perfect. Keep should be good. Rough Resina. Open field now is a 4v4. Ben Saliba, great touch. Perhaps took
Look, it's
split
a
second
play,
too long.
yes. It did take the ball into advantage there, but yeah.
Rough Regina not happy there.
Oh, look, I
On the short
mean,
pass.
it's been one of the sort of strong points, and his experience and his determination and his competitiveness, as he demands that of his younger teammates, and we want to see that. It's even at this point in the game, point of the season is very important. So it's always great to see that.
Well, with some. Probably beautiful ball for Fresina again.
There you go. Oh, he's.
With opportunity for the Hills.
Oh, wow.
And I got it.
What a goal. That's a massive loss in concentration there by the back line, and then obviously lovely style in. 3-1. Look, honestly, look, a little bit loss of concentration there, a little bit fair. Bit casual by the boys at the back. Great chance to obtain there by number 20. Well done. Through Sokol's legs there, I believe.
Yep.
He'll be hearing about it after, no doubt. Oh, the Emperor! Oh my word! Oh my word! What a man! That's the hat trick. There's another one. Tally that one up. It's brilliant work by the young man. Look at that! What a time to be alive, huh?
Imperatore!
There was no time to. Did you even get the replay ready there, Ali? It's too quick, wasn't it, mate? Great work, great goal. Another hat trick for Dennis. Well done, Emperor.
Guadagna stato il gol.